So let's get into our hot topics, right? Safaree and Erica Mena. They just had a baby boy, and I think he's still in the NICU. But Safaree celebrated a birthday over the weekend, and he is living his best life in Jamaica. You hear me? He was in Miami last week. He had like a yacht party. And then I think this weekend he's in Jamaica living his best life. And Erica Mena is not having it. Alleged that he's cheating on her. She put that on the internet. Minnie, what are your thoughts?
That's disrespectful. Like, not only to Erica Mena, but you have a newborn child that's in the hospital. Celebrating is the last thing I think you should be doing right now.
How could you even enjoy your birthday?
Thank you. How can you even enjoy yourself knowing your flesh and blood is in the hospital? I don't know the reason why he's in the hospital, but after birth and still in the hospital, it's like, they have to do observing or probably possibly fighting for his life or whatever. But how can you even know that and out celebrating your life? Like, I feel like it's the utmost disrespect. And I feel like this is the time that you're supposed to be there for Erica Mena. Like, she just went through something so traumatic as far as pregnancy and giving birth, and now she can't even take her child home. Like, despite whatever y'all going through or whatever issues y'all may have, you have to put that to the side and step up and be a man and step up and be a father at that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I completely agree with Minnie on this one. Like, the last thing he should be thinking about is turning up for his birthday and enjoying himself, even if and I know him and Erica Mena has their own separate problems or whatever, but even if it's not for the sake of your wife or whatever, soon to be ex-wife, at least you should be doing it for your child. Your mindset at this time should not be, I'm going to turn up in Jamaica when your child is in the hospital. And you know what, it seems to be something very, very serious. I think that just wasn't a good look on his part.
Yeah. And I think, unfortunately, not all men, but some men, they feel like as long as the child is with its mother, then I know my son is good. I don't have nothing to worry about. He's with family, so he feels like he has that peace of mind knowing that the mother is going there every day checking up on his son. He's not getting a call of bad news, so he was like, I'm free to live my life. And I think that's a backwards way of thinking. Like, this is your son, so regardless of whatever you guys are having issues with your marriage, like, and you guys are public figures, so he may hear these stories when he gets of age about what y'all was going through, and it's just, I think it's super tacky.
And a man like that, you realize that he's a selfish man, and Erica Mena should know she don't want a man like that.
Absolutely.
You don't want to. If you're this way with your own flesh and blood, with your own seed, you're selfish like that. I don't want to be in a relationship with you. And like, going back to what you said, Nikki, is like, a lot of people have that mind thinking like, oh, he with his mama or she with his mama or whatever. And a lot of moms carry that burden. Like, I'm the mom. I have to step up to the plate. It's no way I could have been doing what Safaree's doing or, celebrating without being looked at. And not only does fathers think that, but a lot of other people think that as well. Well, what's the problem? He's with his mother. What's the issue?
Absolutely.
She could take care of him or whatever. But no. We made this baby. I didn't make this baby by myself. We lay down together and have this baby together. So the same responsibilities that I share, you share. The same responsibilities that I have, you have. We're both raising this child. It's not only me. And I hate that it's always put, and y'all know I'm a mother, so that just hit a spot. It's always put on the mom. It's not fair. Like, it's both of us or whatever. And the moment that the mom fucked up, we're looked upon like,
Absolutely.
Oh, you're a bad parent. But
could you imagine just giving birth to a child and a day later you're in Jamaica living your best life? She would have been called all types of
been dragged
on the internet. Dragged. Canceled.
Her career would have been over.
She would have been labeled as a bad mom. But these fathers, they make these excuses for them constantly over and over and over again. He probably did get dragged, but the way how Erica Mena would have got dragged would have been completely different.
Two different scales.
Two different, and it's sad. Like, it's sad that people put this burden on moms, and when they, you know, when they feel like they feel like it's too much and they give up, and it's like no one understand why. It's because they're in it by themselves. I feel like after giving birth, a support system is the most important thing there is. Like, unfortunately, you cannot do it by yourself. So, shout out to all the moms who had to do it by themselves and actually did it by themselves. But after giving birth, a support system is 100% needed.
If anything, she should be the one that's taking a vacation, because I feel like it's been proven that a lot of women go through postpartum. You don't know what her mental is right now. She should have been able to release that stress, and knowing that you would have had her back, making sure y'all son was okay in the hospital.
That is so true.
And I remember at first when she put the girl on blast, I really don't remember her name. But you know, Safaree's alleged new girlfriend. I was okay, she was doing the most. But now, after kind of hearing that side of the story about the baby still being in the hospital and etc., I could really just see it probably wasn't even her trying to, because at first I'm thinking, okay, well, she put the girl on blast. I'm thinking she was just trying to get back with Safaree or whatever. I still thought there might be hope in their relationship. But now seeing the fact that the baby was in the hospital, I do think that she probably was really hurt. Like, now he done moved on to a whole nother alleged relationship. He is in Jamaica living his best life just to sit there and leave her stuck with the baby. And it comes down to, like, I don't blame her for doing that anymore, because I would be very hurt too if I was, you know, in that situation. I definitely understand where her hurt came from.
Yeah. These niggas, like, we not gonna get it. Like,
the men that need to do better, do better.
Please, like,
do
please
better.
And it's like, y'all be in certain situations when you know you need to be stepping up to the plate, and you just don't. You just do not. Like,
yeah.
Safaree, I'm gonna need you to do better.
Do better.
Period.